How's it going? How's it going, y'all? Hopefully, everybody's doing good on this Saturday. I come on here talking about real estate and helping people get to financial freedom. I love teaching people about real estate. You can also get my ebook to help you through your journey. Hello, how you doing? How you doing this Saturday? But if you have any questions about real estate, guys, put them in the chats. Um, I'm here to talk about real estate and get to financial freedom because trust me, I've been there, right? I've been there to where I was trying to figure this stuff out, but I got to learn through real estate the how to get to wealth or and how to get to financial freedom because that was really my goal. I didn't know how to do it, but it took me a long time, and now I'm just showing others how they can do it too. You don't need a license for this. You don't have to have a degree. Okay. Thank you for tapping your screen. You don't need a degree. You don't need a license. And anybody, really, you can do this. And it does help if you have a job. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you you can get in without any capital because it does take some capital. All right. But it doesn't have to be your capital. There's the difference right there. But it can be done. Okay. And I've done all the mistakes. Went through all the pitfalls, all the obstacles, and then I just come out here and just help people. Like I said, is get to financial freedom. I'm going to tell you some books right now that you can read because a lot of this stuff is just getting the mindset right. Okay, a lot of this stuff again is just getting the mindset right. So let me give you an example or three books that I would highly recommend that you can read to get your mindset right. One of them is Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Very good book. It's a staple of the real estate community. New real estate investors and even experienced real estate investors read it or have read it. Very good book. Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Another good book is The Millionaire Next Door by Tom Stanley. The Millionaire Next Door by Tom Stanley. Another great book. And it's been around for a long time. And then another good one is, and I have it right behind me, is called Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Another great book, guys, that you can read. But I can't stress this enough that a lot of this that I'm teaching is really the mindset, okay? Let me give you an example. Like, some people may say, you know what, Eric, I'm too old to be doing real estate. Look, man, I started when I was 26 getting into real estate, all right? You could start as old as 51, all right? I'm 51 right now. You could be older than that. It doesn't matter, okay? The key is just getting the game because I'm going to tell you something. I was willing to do whatever it took to get my life back. That's why I do real estate, so I could get my time back. Those things were important to me because I got tired of my you know I got tired of at the point to where I was making somebody else rich. It just didn't make any sense to me, right? For me personally, okay? It might be different for you. But I had to get to a point to where I says, you know what? I'm gonna slowly build my own empire and I'm gonna get me some investment deals and I'm gonna get me some real estate and start renting these things out, okay? And then start making capital and getting cash flow. And that's how it started. I started out with one house, just like everybody. It started making cash flow, and then the next thing it did, I got another one, and then the next thing another one, and another one. And I'm telling you, literally, this is the hardest part about real estate and really any business is just getting started. It's the mindset part. Once you get past that, you will be okay. And a lot of people have this fear. I had the same fear, but I want to let you know something. Fear stands for false evidence appearing real, okay? And that's really what it is. It's the fear of the unknown. What happens if I fail? What happens if I don't get a tenant in there? What happens if it doesn't cash flow? What happens if it stays vacant? All these things go through our mind. And one of the things you could do to get past that, I know I've done this, and I went through that same mindset thing, was I needed to make sure I got a mentor. It's important that you get with somebody that can teach you how to do this, that knows what they're doing, okay? That's first and foremost. And learn as much as you can from this individual. That's the key, okay? I went through the same thing, so I'm telling you exactly what I went through. Second, something that you can do is, besides getting a mentor, you got to actually study, okay? Study, Learn as much as you can. I've went through Carlton Sheets. Hey, how you doing, Braden? I went through Carlton Sheets. He's one of my mentors. I never got to speak to him, but I went to a lot of seminars. I've learned a lot on YouTube, and I read a lot of books. That's how I did it. But my true learning was at the point to where I actually took action. You can read books all day, you can talk to mentors all day and other investors, but the name of the game is if you don't get started, you're not going to get anywhere. I got my true learning through actually doing, period. And I just tell people they can do the same thing. And hopefully that gives you some motivation. But what my biggest fear was working until I'm 67 and a half years old and being broke. That was my biggest fear. And I'm glad that I didn't do that. Right, I'm glad I got past that point. You can make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. You can. But people just, it's hard for people to conceive that when they don't take action. And that's the difference. You got to get with somebody that knows what they're doing, that can help you out and assist you, and then you'll be okay. But a lot of people don't even believe in themselves. Calderon says, "Hey Eric, I know you are real. Been following you since COVID. I want to connect with you again." Calderon. All right, awesome, Calderon. Thank you for that compliment. I really do appreciate it. Guys, if you want to connect with me, one of the first steps to get started, and I'm being honest with you, the best way, because I get this comment asked a lot, so I'm starting something now. I don't like to do one-on-ones. I like to do one-on-minis. I like to do groups. So the very first step is this. I'm just being honest with you. If you want to get in connection with me, because the price for me to do one-on-one is just too expensive because my time is valuable. I've started to learn now doing group sessions is better. So with that being said, I do have a subscription. I will be in there live. I'll be doing live coaching. I've got a workshop coming up, which is June 19th. You'll see in the link. All you got to do is click that to sign up, and it's on a subscription base. You can cancel at any time. You're going to get my ebook. You're going to get my digital course. You're going to get all the following workshops after that, okay? These are the things you're going to get, and even some behind the scene things. And I'm going to do Q&A and, like I said, live coaching. These are the things that I do if you want to connect with me, okay? I'm doing something a little bit different than most people out here, and I'm doing it at a fraction of the cost. And I won't be doing this service for long as far as at this price, because it will go up. But for the time being, minimal cost. These for people that are serious and that really want to get into real estate, that don't know which way to get going, and that need hand holding through the process. And I'll be teaching you how to do this. So if this is something that what you want to do, click the link in my profile, like I said, and you can get started. Because I'm only going to have a certain amount of people in this group, and I'm just letting people get in slowly, okay? So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Somebody's asking me, where do I sign up? I'm showing you. It's very simple. I'm going to flip my screen around. All right. It's real simple. Here I am live. You can see it. I'll refresh my screen so you see this. I am the real deal. There I am live. Okay. There I am live. All you got to do is click right here. It's right there. Everything is self-explanatory. All you got to do is click here. I would prefer you to join the VIP member. Okay. When you get that, like I said, you're going to get a package deal. You're getting the ebook. My ebook, there it is, Find, Fund, and Flow. 3 steps to get into financial freedom like I did. You're going to get my resources. You're going to get my templates. You're going to get my PDFs. You're going to get my checklist. You're going to get the workshop that's coming up, which is June 19th, which is this coming Wednesday. I'll be in there live. I'll be doing Q&A. I'll be teaching in there, okay? I would highly recommend you come in there if this is what you want to do to get started. Click the link in the profile. Like I said, small subscription fee, and you can cancel at any time. How many homes do you to be content in your opinion? NK, that's a good question. So this is what I recommend. I can't tell you how many houses to get, right? Because houses are going to be different as far as cash flow, okay? Second, how much you need to be content is up to you, what your contingency is. It's just like, say, what does it take for you to be happy? Everybody's level of difference of happiness is varies. So I can't tell you a general idea for everybody. This is what I specifically did and what I recommend. What you need to do is find out this. I'm just going to give you a general idea. What you most people don't even do this, but and I should do a video on this. But what you need to do is find out what your monthly expenses are. Everything from your rent, or if you own, so your housing amount, food, clothing, okay, all your expenses, your utilities, your lights, your water, your gas, your cell phone bill, your Netflix bill, your, all your subscriptions. Add that stuff up, because what you need to know is what your personal finance is. And watch, I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Matter of fact, guys, can y'all tap your screen, because I think I'm giving you value, and all I ask for people is to show me some support, because I come on here every single day, and out of just a sheer respect and I guess just like, can you just tap your screen is all I ask. Sometimes that's a very difficult task on this platform. I'm giving you free game. Just show some support and consideration. That's all I ask. So if your bills are, just say, let me flip my screen around, a month, okay? Watch this. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I found out what all my properties, all my personal expenses were. There it is right there. I'm just giving an example. And I want to let you know something. All you have to do is this. Well, for houses nowadays, all right, and say each house cash flows $450 a month, because that's nothing, out of range. All you do is take your monthly expenses, which is just say $4,000. You divide that by each house is going to cash flow you $450. You can control that. That's what's good about real estate, not crypto. You can't control it. This you can. You can charge what you want for rent and predict your cash flow. So just say each house is giving you $450 cash flow. That means you need 8.8 houses, or let's round it off and say 9 houses. So you need 9 houses times 450, because each one is going to give you 450. That's going to take care of your personal finance. That's going to take care of your monthly expenses right there. That's how much 9 houses, which is right here, is going to give you the 450 each house, which is going to give you 4,050. That's how you'll know how much you're going to need. Now you become financially free for that simple step right there. But most people don't even know that, or won't even take the time out to figure that out. I just helped you out. All right. How many rental properties did you own before you left your full-time job? Good question. Performance. So this is what I did. I went beyond that. This is what I had before I left, because I wanted to go above my personal expenses, because I was adding entertainment in and other things. And, so I had at the time when I left, I left my corporate America job 2 years ago. I had 21 houses, 21 single family houses, and 2 apartment complexes totaling 232 doors. All right. Now, since then, I've sold a couple of houses, but I'm going to get back into buying more houses. Are you closing on any homes this year? NK. My plan is I'm going to start buying some more, but I've been on this platform and teaching people and doing mentorship and doing workshops. So my time has been thin as far as me going out there doing that, because I'm kind of projecting myself in another direction, my business wise. So I'm doing more coaching, more teaching, building my mentorship. So I haven't had time to get back in it, but I'm going to get back into doing real estate. I'm going to start buying it. And as I'm buying it and going through the process, here's the best part about this, because I just thought about this the other day, is that you're going to live vicariously through me, only my VIP members. You're going to see the step-by-step process as I go out there and go get properties. You're going to see how I did it. You're going to see me screening my tenants. I'm going to record that, and I'm going to put that in the mentorship so people can learn and ask questions. And then I'm going to talk about renting it out, and then if I rent it out to Section 8 or traveling nurses or insurance companies, and then as I run and operate my business, I'm going to give favor for those that actually invested in themselves and got into my mentorship. So this is going to be some of the behind the scenes learnings that people are going to get. And that's what's going to show you how transparent I am, but it's a learning experience for you guys too. But that's for only for people that are going to join the VIP. So yes, I do plan on buying some more properties, but it's just going to take some time because I got a lot on my plate right now by doing mentorship and helping other people out by doing these workshops. But yeah, that's a good question. Can I do well with investing if I only make around $50,000? Yeah, you can. I made more than that, but I want to be honest with you. When I first started out in real estate, I didn't have a lot of money and my credit was real bad. My money was not good. My credit was bad. And I was still able to do this. And can you do it too? Yeah. So you making $50,000 a year is not the problem. It's that you lack the information and the resources. That's the problem. It's not the $50,000. It's a misconception. It's a misunderstanding. I'm telling you, I went through the same stuff that other people did. And people are asking me all the same questions. That's why I'm teaching this in my mentorship, so you can get over that hurdle, because a lot of this is just a hurdle in the mind. That's all it is. But yeah, if you make $50,000, that's not the problem. The problem is you don't have the information and you don't have the resources. That's the real problem. That's what's holding you back. You don't know that. All right. What other questions do y'all got? What other questions do you have about real estate? I'm going to come back up here, see if I missed anything. Somebody's asking, where do I sign up? I just told you, all you got to do is click the link and the profile, because all the lenders say I need to put 20% down. King D803. All right. Let me give an example of what I'm talking about. I teach this in my when I do my mentorship, but this is one of my modules and I'll be getting into that. But I'll be teaching that on June 19th, because I'm going to teach you how to get funding. A lot of people don't know how to get funding, right, for their deals. Here's one way, because there's different methods. Somebody says, because all lenders say I need to put 20% down. This is my point. You're doing it the wrong way. Your Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America's, they're not the ones to go to. You need to get an investor type of loan. I say this all the time because it's the truth. Or you can get something called a private lender. Private lenders have money, they're investors, they have IRAs, and they are willing to lend you money, okay, to go out there and get deals. And all they want to do is have their money working for them. They can be doctors, dentists, lawyers. They want their money working for them, and they're asking you to go out there and do the deals for them. Now, what do you have to give them in return? Because you're asking for money, you have to have the knowledge and experience, at least the knowledge, to get it started. I'm telling you, this is exactly what I did. I gained this information, gained this knowledge, won their trust, performed well once I did it, provided them money back, their initial investment plus some, right? And then they kept coming back. So private lenders, these are people that have IRA accounts or cash, and they just want their money working for them. They're called passive investors, and they'll lend you their money. And they won't even check some of them, just depending on how you work it out with them. They don't care about your credit or how much money you have. They want their money protected because they know it's in real estate. All right? Yes, I've got the 19th off. What time? It's at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Again, all you got to do is click the link, and everything is right there, guys. One of the best things about doing real estate, or one of the critical things, is you got to be able to follow the simple instructions. These are important. So follow instructions, and one of them is all you got to do is click the link in the profile, and all the information is there. Where do you find private lenders? You find private lenders through, you can go to your local real estate investment groups. That's where you can find private lenders. That's the best place to find private lenders. I'm giving y'all some golden information right now. Very golden information, which is in my June 19th workshop. All right. And I'll be in there live, because I'll be spending more time giving you more information and doing Q&A at the end, because a lot of people have a lot of questions, and I want to be able to answer them, because I'm a real estate investor. I know what it takes. I've been doing it since the early 2000s. And now I'm able to teach others on how to do this. But that's a good question, though. But where to find private lenders? You can go to your local real estate investment group. But June 19th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time is when I'll be doing the class. How many rentals are you up to? I'm at 15 single-family houses, and 2 apartment complexes totaling 232 doors. So am I okay? Yeah. Am I like filthy rich, like Dubai rich? No, I don't care. All I got is my time back, and that was what was important to me. So 15 single family houses with 2 apartment complexes. I'm doing very well. I'm very blessed. Um, I know that sounds like a lot, but I just want to tell you, you can do the same thing, and I'll be laying out the blueprint on how you can do this too. That's why I tell people a lot of this stuff is in, well, a good portion of what I teach of the strategies that I do is in my ebook, along with my digital course, along with coming and attending my workshops and going through the membership. I'm teaching people so they don't have to go through the struggle like I did, right? You won't have to go in out there and try to figure this out. I'm saving you your 5, 10, 15-year learning curve. So I've already done it. I've already made the mistakes so you don't have to. Apartment complexes are so good. Can you explain why? Greg. All right, let me give you an example of why. Okay, so my apartment complex, what's good about it is it's called economies of. Now, I want to explain something real quick. I'm not here to teach apartments, okay? I'm just going to give you a little snippet right now. I'm teaching more about single families because really that's where it's at. They're both good. What I like about apartment comp, and they're both a different animal. It's like comparing, you know, apples to oranges, I guess you could say. It's not really, it's the same thing. It's the same family because it's real estate, but it's two different things. Apartment complexes, why do I like it? When you go buy an apartment complex, they're not, it's easier to buy an apartment complex. I know this sounds off, but it's the truth. Because when you go buy an apartment complex, they look at the NOI, net operating income. They want to see how much it's cash because it's a business. When I go buy an apartment complex, they're not looking at my W-2 form. They don't. I know this sounds so far-fetched. But again, when it's single family houses, they look at how much is in your bank account, your W-2 if you have one. But when you get an apartment complex, it's a whole nother ball game. Okay, number 2. The reason why I like apartments is because it is structured just as that operating business. And it's all about economies of scale. So instead of me having, so I got 2 apartment complexes. One is 132 units. The other one is 140 units. Okay, is that right? No, 132 units, and then another one's 100 units. Yeah. So let me just give you, and they're 2 separate ones. The 132 units, instead of me having 132 single family houses in the city that I live in, I can have 132 doors under one roof. That's, to me, is what you call economies of scale. Now, when my contractors go to work, they don't have to go to work at every single one of my single family houses. Economies of scale, it's all under one roof. These are some of the things why I like apartments. And also, doing apartments doing apartment complexes isn't like it's a long-term game. It's not a short-term game. Like, people don't go out there and fix and flip apartments. That's not the way it works. You may fix and flip houses, but apartments is a long-term game. That's really where you build wealth. All right? Yeah, not net operating income for apartments. Net operating income doesn't apply to single-family houses. Cap rates, NOI, is terminology for apartments, not single-family houses. Should I buy a triplex or a fourplex and live in one unit? Whatever you can maximize your money on, that's what you should do. So if you can buy a fourplex, then yes, get it. Live in one unit, rent out the other 3. Well, I say I'm not rich, but I mean, it's all relative to what you think rich is. All right. It's all relative to what you think rich is. Do I make very good money? More than the average person? Yes. And I'm happy with that. So, but here's what I look at. I got my time back. I have my time back, and that's what's rich to me. Not about how much dollar amount. That's people look at things differently. I've been in the oil field working at plants, giving up 12 hours of my day, and then another and 2.5 hours just commute, right? And I got tired of it. Ferraris, mansions, and jewelry is not important to me, even when I was younger. It was simply just getting my time back. That's what's important to me. That's the key for me. That other stuff can come later. All right? Just me. Greg says, thanks for the game. Yeah, no problem, Greg. You're so smart. Tracy Morgan. Oh, okay, thank you very much, fellows Dell. I appreciate it. Now, here's what I can show you. Who's new to my live? I always do this every once in a while because I'm just being totally transparent and just giving you a little bit of the game. Who's new to my live so I can say, first, thank you for joining, and then I want to hit you up on some game here because I want to teach you a little bit if you want to. If not, it's all good. Adam Lesner's new. Okay, hopefully you'll start following me. Who else is new? Harold Drivers is new. Monica is new. Who else is new? Come on, I know we got some more new people. We got 26 people in the room because I want to say thank you. But what I'm going to do is show you one of my investment properties, my single family houses, and I'll talk to you a little bit about it. Danny Macy's is new, is old. Okay, what's going on, Danny? What I'm going to do is show you one of my rental properties, my investment properties. I'll talk a little bit about it, how long I had it, when I got it, how I got it. Who wants to know that? Tap your screen if you want to know this. I just want to make sure I'm going in the right direction as I teach you this. All right, awesome, Danny. I just want to make sure I'm going in the right direction. So tap your screen. Let me know if you want this game. It's free. You do what you want with this information. It took me years to figure this out. I just happily come on here and teach people a little bit. All right, somebody said, tell us. That's what I'm talking about. I've seen you before. MSN Cali, I've seen you before. Okay, so here's a property that I bought in 2019. I still have it today. And I always have to make this disclaimer. I'm not here to sell this property. I'm not here to rent this out. And I'm not here to joint venture. I'm just simply here to teach you. If you want to get out of that rat race, if you want to get out of that matrix, if you're tired of dealing with a boss, if you want financial freedom, if you want to retire early or retire now, I'm just showing you what I did. Are y'all ready? Because I got to get to me, this is good stuff. And this can really change some things for you financially if you wanted to. Here's a property. All right, watch this. And anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. I'm going to flip my screen around. Anybody can do this. All right, I'm going to flip my screen around. This was in horrible shape, okay? You could see that the doors, this is, all this stuff, by the way, was original. This house was built in the 80s. And I can't believe it still had the original stuff. I was tripping when I saw this. But the good thing is I saw some opportunity in this property where a lot of people didn't even see it. Yeah, it's dirty. It's got a bad roof, the siding, it's got mildew on the side. All this can be replaced and fixed. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you some before pictures of what it looked like, which is right now. You see the flooring is bad. All right, it was in real bad shape, okay? Original appliances. I mean, the landlord was a bad landlord, plus the tenant, they weren't paying that much because the landlord wasn't taking care of it. So I got this at a discounted price. I paid $120,000 for this, all right? No, I didn't pay cash for it. And the rehab on this was roughly about $35,000. No, I didn't pay cash out of my bank account for that either. I leveraged by using other people's money to make this happen. But look at this home. No, I don't do fix and flip, and no, I don't do wholesaling. I buy these properties, get them fixed up by getting great contractors, and then rent these out to Section 8 or traveling nurses or insurance companies. This is the one that I rent out to Section 8, okay? Yes, Section 8 works. It's a good way to make passive income and build wealth through real estate. I get guaranteed income every single month. But look at this home. You can see it's in bad shape, okay? You can't go to Bank of America or Wells Fargo and think that you can get a loan from them because they're not going to lend on stuff like this. They're going to turn you away. You got to get creative financing, and I teach you how to do this in my June 19th workshop, but this is something that you can do. You don't have to go to school for this. You don't have to go to college or go to a trade school or get a license for this. You don't. Now, what I'm going to ask you is, do you want to see the after pictures? Let me know by tapping the screen and give me a thumbs up. Do you want to see the after pictures? Because what I'm going to show you is this. And what I really got to emphasize is You can do this while you're still working for corporate America. You can do this if you don't have a whole lot of money. And I teach you how to make this happen. This is the things that I did to get out of my corporate America job. I'm just showing you what I did. I got one response. All right. Guess we're done then. I already know this. I'm just trying to teach other people how to do it. All right. Well, Greg says yes. EMS Kelly says yes. Okay. Well, sometimes it doesn't pay to give free information. But here we go. Here's what I want you to see. This can change everything for you if you apply it. But the funny thing is, most people are not going to apply it. They're going to scroll right on by and go look for the next Mercedes-Benz or AMG and spend money and waste their life away. But for the one person that is going to change, here you go. Watch this. I'm just going to show you what it did for me. Now, I was still working for corporate America. I was still able to make this happen. But watch this. Look at this house now. Brand new roof. I don't know how to work on houses. I don't. But I know how to hire people. And again, I'll be teaching that in my upcoming workshop. But this house right here, along with my other ones, just made so much of a difference. You get enough of these houses and they cash flow every single month. Guys, you'll be looking at corporate America like it's a joke. You'll be thinking, why did I keep doing this? Why did I keep giving up my time and my life away while my kids are growing up? I'm just telling you what I did. You can learn how to do this. You didn't know your corporate America job, but you learned it, right? And that's the same thing here. I'm just showing you what I did to get out of the corporate America grind. New carpet, new paint. Do you know that I had no problem renting out my property? When I have my properties looking like this, and it's just something clean and functional. Remember what the bathroom looked like before? Now look at it. It's the same bathroom, just different and repaired. Now I got equity in this house. Now it's building cash flow. I get paid every single month on the 1st. I don't have to go deal with HR. I don't have to go deal with a boss. And that was leading to my next point. So here's what y'all can't see. That is the result of learning how to do real estate investing. And again, I teach others on how to do this too. But here's the real thing that y'all don't understand. This is what I can't show on my slides. But again, as I stated earlier, I got my time back. I don't have to wake up to an alarm clock. I don't have to deal with a boss. I don't have to spend 2 hours to go to work anymore. I get to spend time with my loved ones. This is why I do real estate. It's not about the Ferraris, Porsches, and Lambos. I simply wanted my time back. I learned these steps, and now I'm able to teach others so you can do the same thing if this is what you want. So this is what I do, guys. If it's something that you want to learn, all you got to do, like I said, I got a June 19th class coming up, which is this Wednesday, and I'll be teaching a whole lot of stuff in there. I'm in there live. I'll be doing Q&A at the end because people have a whole lot of questions, which I don't mind. Sometimes my classes last an hour and a half, but that's okay. But I'll be teaching you how to get funding. I'll be teaching you the different types of funding, what makes a good deal. I'll be talking about a whole lot of stuff and much more. So if there's something that you're interested in, all you got to do is click the link. If not, guys, don't worry about it. Just remain in the same situation that you're in. It's really up to you. I already know how to do this, but I love teaching people about real estate and how to change their financial freedom. When and what time? Guys, click the link in the profile. It's right there, June 19th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yes, there's a fee for it, but you're going to get also, like I said, I'm doing live coaching, Q&A. Eventually, you're going to get my ebook. You're going to get my course, and it's a subscription, and you're going to get a whole lot more for a fraction of the cost than most people, because most people are charging thousands of dollars. I'm charging a small amount each month, and you can cancel at any time, so there's no risk. You don't like it, just let me know. You cancel it, and you can be on your way. Okay, but that's what I like doing. Now, again, as I stated earlier, guys, if you're looking for wholesaling and fixing and flipping, that's not what I do. I'm going to be honest with you. I like to buy these properties and hold on to them because that's where your real wealth is. It's not fix and flip and not wholesaling. I did fix and flip back in the day, and it was just another job. You lose so much money actually when you do fix and flip. You got to pay capital gains tax. You spend a lot of time. When the deal is done and you've sold it, you got to go out and hustle and go get another one. Just imagine if you end up buying one house, making $500 a month. You buy your second house. All right, let me show you because some people are not getting it, which is okay. Just imagine, right, on this house right here, okay, I'm just giving you an example. On this house right here, which is nothing unreasonable, you making $500 a month, and say you end up getting 5 houses. That means you're making $2,500 a month. Well, guess what? If you had 10 houses, that means you got $5,000 a month. That's not bad, making $5,000 a month cash flow while you're still working at your corporate America job. You set these up one time, you won't have a problem, guys. You just got to learn how to do this. It just takes time to learn it. Most people don't want to do that. So for those that do, there you go. Do we have any questions? Any questions about real estate? I know some people are asking about crypto and stuff. I don't teach crypto. I do a little bit of it, but not enough to teach people. Real estate is my niche. That's what I like teaching. Any other questions about real estate? Yeah, the time and when and what time. Again, it's a Zoom. And again, that's June 19th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let me come up here and answer any questions. Somebody said, looks good. Yeah, I make sure that my properties are clean and simple. One of the things that people do when they start out in real estate investing and they do rehabs, they over rehab stuff. I want y'all to see something. Here's what I kept in that house because it doesn't matter to me. Somebody earlier was talking about my, let me show y'all something. Somebody else was talking about like, why did you leave the wood panel up? Which it really doesn't matter because people just want a good, clean, functional house. Let me see if I can find it, the picture with the panel on there. I can't find it now. Well, anyway, did I keep it in there? Yeah, like this wood panel right here. Let me show you something. Because I keep my houses clean and functional. I kept that. Do you know how much that would have cost me if I would have knocked that down and put sheetrock in there? There was no point. A new real estate investor that doesn't know what they're doing, that's what they would have done. I kept that in my property. That doesn't bother me. But I want y'all to see something. Again, I keep my properties clean and functional. There's nothing fancy. You don't need to put a bunch of digital products in there. You don't need all that. People really think you got to do that. And that's how I keep my budgets low. And I kept the same cabinets as long as they're in good condition. We just refurbish them and put brand new handles on it. And they look brand new. The tenants never know. Now, a lot of it, like I had to replace the carpet because the carpet was old, okay? This is what minimizes my maintenance at the very beginning for the next 2 to 3 years. That's why I don't have a lot of maintenance calls, okay? I don't have a lot of maintenance calls because I get everything fixed up front. If you look here, in every single room, I get all brand new outlets, okay? Why? Because I don't have to worry about it later. Look at that. Just simple stuff like that. I teach people how to do that. Fans, switches. And the type of loans that I use to get these deals, I don't have to pay out of pocket for my rehab. Okay? Again, I replace all the outlets. Now, me personally, it doesn't matter if there's a COVID. It doesn't matter if there's a hurt. It doesn't matter. Ever since I started in 2000, right, I've been getting paid through the government. And that's what I love about Section 8. I don't worry about my tenant tearing up my property because people don't understand when families are on housing, just for them to sign up, they end up waiting 5, 10, even 15 years to get their voucher or to get their money from their government and get accepted through the program. Why would somebody, if they're waiting that long and they know if they tear up anything in that house, they can end up losing their voucher? Why would somebody do? They have too much at risk. This is another reason why I deal with low-income housing Section 8. I get paid guaranteed. And if they tear up the property, they end up losing that voucher. Nobody wants to do that because a lot of times they don't have to pay anything or they pay a little bit of amount for rent. and the government takes care of the rest of it. But people are not educated enough to know this. So I'm just telling you what I know, and it works. And if it didn't, I'd be out of business by now. And I'm not out of business, not even close. So luckily, here's what I show you right here. Just a little bit about Section 8. Look at all the landlords like myself, okay, that rent out to Section 8, and the tenants will reach out to us, and we get paid every single month guaranteed. I get it direct deposit into my account. And look at all the other landlords like myself that do the same thing. It's just that people that don't know real estate, they won't even take this opportunity because they hear all the bad stuff about Section 8. And I get to put my property out here for free, and the tenant gets to come on here for free and reach out to me. No special softwares, nothing like that. And with me, you're not paying $7,000 for my mentorship. You're paying a small fraction of a fee. User 27 or 7269 says, do you do your own property management? Yes, I do, because there's not much to it. Because I'm going to give you an example. I have systems in place, right? Most people don't have systems in place, and they're guessing this stuff, and they lose their shirts. Me personally, I have systems in place. I teach you this stuff in my mentorship, because I'm not going to do it for free here and live, because that's not fair for the people that paid for it. But yes, I don't have a management system. I don't have managers on my for my rental property, not for my single families. Do you live in Louisiana? No. What other question we got about real estate? Keep it like other houses in the area. Actually, I try to make my houses better than other houses in the area. So no, I do not keep my houses like everybody else's in the area. That's not what I do. My houses are way cleaner than anybody else's in the area. And I have a lower amount that I charge for rent. That's when my properties rent just like that, because of the difference that I have. Very high quality, very high quality, looks good, clean, simple, and I charge less rent than everybody else in the area. That's how I'm able to sell it, rent it out so quick. Let's see, who else? What else? Airbnb. I don't do Airbnb. Well, I teach Airbnb, but that's not my go-tos. Low-income housing, Section 8, traveling nurses, insurance companies, and event spaces. That's what I teach. But the main one is Section 8. Can we do this in Texas? Monica, you can do this anywhere. It doesn't matter what state you're in. My teachings are, well, first of all, I'm in Texas. So yes, you can do this in Texas. And second of all, this teaching is not state specific. I get that question asked a lot. This is not state specific. I can't do this and teach this in something where it only works in Los Angeles or Idaho. It doesn't work like this. This is a universal thing. This works in the United States. It doesn't matter what city, state, or zip code you're in, or what neighborhood you're in. It works anywhere. It's just steps that you gotta follow. And again, some of this you can learn right here. This is the hard copy, but if you click the link, I got steps in my ebook. And you don't want to just go out here and wing this stuff. You need to have direction. You need to have a groundwork. You need to have a framework to get started. And that's why I'm doing this mentorship at a minimal cost. Okay. Good questions. Very good questions. I'm about to get off, but I'm going to try to come on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time, but yeah, I love teaching people about real estate, guys, giving you a little bit of game. But this is what I did to get to financial freedom, because I got tired of the day-to-day grind, and I couldn't sit here and work for corporate America for the rest of my life. It just doesn't make sense to give up our most valuable asset. This is why I do real estate. But some people don't mind. Some people don't mind giving up their time. Me personally, it ain't working over here. That's why I left corporate America 2 years ago. So, yeah, happy Father's Day for upcoming dads coming up. So yeah, happy Father's Day for tomorrow. Have a blessed day tomorrow, and just stay relaxed. But unfortunately, most people Monday got to go back to work. I'm one of the proud fathers that don't have to. And if you want to learn how to not do that and get to that next level and get to financial freedom, all you got to do is click the link in the profile to get started. Again, I have a class coming up June 19th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, there's a fee. You're also going to get my ebook. You're also going to get my digital course. I'll be in there live in the workshop and also giving Q&A. But this is a subscription base, and if you want to join it, guys, you're going to learn step by step on how to do real estate, how to find these properties, how to get funding for your properties, how to market your properties to Section 8, traveling nurses and insurance companies, and everything in between. And this is not thousands of dollars. This is a small minimal fee, okay? And you can cancel at any time, all right? See you on the next live. Y'all have a good one.